I'm sorry, y'all. There's just not much to say about the Jets offense after a 13-8 loss to the Falcons at MetLife Stadium. WFAN host Danielle McCartan covers all New York sports. So I'm going to give her the floor to see what she has to say about the Jets in this offense. Danielle, thanks for hopping on with us. It's another game where we saw the Jets not put up a single touchdown. What did we just watch?
A few things. We watched hot garbage. We watched a rerun of last season. We've been watching it for the past 5 games, this epic losing streak to end the season. We watched the defense keep this team in yet another game with the safety. Just 13 points given up through the course of the entire game, and keeping the Jets within one score of the entire, the final score. Like, they were in a position where they maybe, had they had a quarterback, potentially won that game. Like, you could change the quarterbacks, you could change the head coaches, you could change the coaching staffs, even the freaking uniforms. And we just watched the dirt being shoveled on the Jets 2023 casket. It's going to be 13 straight years without a playoff berth for this team. It's amazing.
Yeah, I feel for the fan base. I got a lot of Jets fans that are friends. You can hear the booing through the TV when I was watching on my YouTube TV app. You can hear the booing, and like you said, just quarterback play has been absolutely terrible this year. So, what are your thoughts on Robert Saleh sticking with Nathaniel Hackett as the offense coordinator? You cool with that?
Yeah, no, but you got Boyle after the game saying, this was a quote, I couldn't believe it. He said, I thought I was seeing it good again, like the field. And I was like, how? Like, how? Garrett Wilson begs to differ, but no, I'm not sticking with Hackett. I want to stick with Robert Saleh, but unfortunately, you've got Aaron Rodgers on that depth chart, and as long as Aaron Rodgers is on that depth chart, there's going to be no change. Saleh is going to be kept solely for continuity. You're going to have Rodgers referencing his 2 MVPs that he just won in 2020 and 2021 with Nate Hackett. So no, this is going to be run back next year in the exact same way, and the difference is going to be the Jets will have a first ballot Hall of Famer hopefully on their roster. And it's a shame. It's a lost season, and I wish I had a better answer, but they're just unfortunately going to run it back, in my opinion. And it's not the right move, but it's what they're going to do. So
you're down with the run back. You don't think Aaron Rodgers comes back at all this year after that loss?
I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers. Weeks ago, I was on the radio on the Fan, and I was like, listen, the only way I want to see him is if the Jets are in playoff contention. And you saw on TV today, they are not. They are so far out of contention. It's done for. The season is over. So what I say is just start the Tim Boyle, start the Trevor Siemian. Maybe Tim Boyle can get his first career victory in a start. But all the while, you're working towards a higher draft pick for the Jets. I'm not saying tank the season, but with the quarterbacks on that roster, it's not hard to do. The Jets have the 7th overall pick. You run it back next year with Aaron Rodgers. You use that pick for an offensive lineman and maybe find one in free agency. But do I want to see Aaron Rodgers again? No, because it would be the most Jets thing ever for him to get hurt. And at 40 years old, his career would be over. So you know what? I have this I'm gonna suit up for the Jets for the remainder of this season, Brandon. Put me in, coach.
I'll be your wide receiver, but I need at least 8 targets a game, and I need about $3 million. So,
Deal.
And tell the people where they can find you, Danielle.
Yeah, well, I fixed my hair here. Yeah, I'm on, Coach MCCARTAN, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And I always post up where I'll be on the radio, usually on Thursdays. So, find me on pretty much Saturday nights on WFAN.
All right, thanks for hopping on. And if you get that tryout, just remember, I still got a couple routes left in me.
Brandon, you will be my first call.